Since the first one went so well, here's episode 2 of Seraph of the End. Honestly, I'm even more confused than I was in episode 1. But here we go! So episode 2 starts with Yu saying that for the past 4 years, he has been dreaming about his dead family and would-be boyfriend, Angel Cakes Mika. And he clearly has not moved on to the next stage of grief, and he is still very much seeking vengeance against the vampires. We also find out that 4 years ago, you realized that he was wrong about all the adults dying as soon as you turn 13. Apparently, that only wiped out 90% of the population. There's still 10%, left alive, which I guess is a big plus, His big bro, Gurren, won't let him fight vampires, so he has to do it disobediently without being allowed in, because he's convinced that he doesn't deserve to be a private, but a vampire hunter with the other group, the Moon Group, or whatever it's called. But they won't let him in. Big Bro's like, nah, we're not gonna let you. No. Episode 2, we finally get to see the rocking opening, which is a pretty good music. Also, if the opening is anything to indicate, it looks like Mika's still alive, which means Farid, my Prince Charming, could still be alive. Anything's possible in anime. I mean, look at this. Oh, and look, they're gonna kiss. They're so in love. Actually, I don't know if they are, but I'm gonna assume they are, okay? So because he fought that vampire monster thing, he was suspended and he has to go to human school. And he's not for this. He's a lone wolf. And he's informed by this deadpan purple-haired chick that he has to make a friend or a girlfriend or something. And he has to pay attention and basically be a good student. And he is like, heck no. Why would I do this? Please. Despite claiming he was a lone wolf and didn't need to make friends or even, involve himself with anybody, he does eventually save this cute little boy whose name is Yuichiro. I mean, there's a lot of U's in this anime, isn't there? I don't know. But he's very grateful. Unfortunately, you cannot fight the bullies because no fighting with civilians is allowed or he can get in trouble more. So he ends up being forced to basically put up with the dudes, and he gets punched by the head bully. So, unfortunately, Yu ends up becoming an errand boy alongside Yuichiro. Yu number 2 is what we'll call him. And he's irritated because purple-haired girl is not helping, but she said that she's not supposed to help him. She's just supposed to observe, like those people in those nature documentaries, So, unfortunately, he gets no help. He then finds out that Yu number 2 wants to join the vampire hunters as well because he wants to get revenge on his dead sister who was killed by a vampire. Which is sad. And then Yu was like, oh my god, I guess I have something in common with Yu number 2. But Yu number 2 is kind of a weakling, so he's like, don't join the army. You will die. We need people to fight vampires, not feed them, okay? Well, an attack happens, and they end up separating because Yu has to go fight the vampires even though he was told not to, okay? Because, he's a lone wolf, all right? So he finds that bully in a classroom with a girl who's been attacked by a female vampire who needs to find some freaking pants. Girl, you are just letting it all out, aren't you? You're lucky there's that tie there and everything to just barely cover your bare butt. But that is beside the point. So he ends up fighting her, and obviously she's one step ahead of him because, he's just the private. Once again, you think you're stronger than you are. I swear to God, I hope this boy gets stronger, because right now, he is all bark, no bite. He is a terrible lone wolf. Luckily for that would-be dead girl, Yu number 2 comes in and saves her, showing that the coward, in fact, does have a bit of courage, even though he is probably a terrible fighter. But honestly, so is you number one at this point, so it's fine. Gurren, aka Roy Mustang, aka Big Bro, ends up actually killing her and saving you from probably dying. I assume this is going to be a common occurrence in this show. Anyway, so he taunts him and says, "What did you think you were doing?" And of course you thought he had it, even though he didn't have a blessed sword. I guess you need a special sword to kill a vampire. Makes sense. You know, you can't just use any old sword, otherwise it'd be too easy. But okay. Anyways, so he's like, "You can't join the vampire hunters because you haven't even made a friend, and we don't allow lone wolves in this group." Even though nature documentary chick is like, "You're a lone wolf, you know, aren't you being a hypocrite?" And it's fine though, because Gurren can be a hypocrite because he has a higher hierarchy, you know, status than you. Like a typical president or politician, they are allowed to be hypocrites. It's just how the world works. Luckily, a friend forces himself onto him by launching himself off the railing and onto him and humping his way into his life, creating a new ship for me in the form of ep2. Like, no, seriously, this scene was very uncomfortable. I'm going to find that scene for you. I'm going to play it. Just watch. And tell me you don't feel like you just lost his virginity. He just humped that unconscious boy. Oh dear Lord. Oh, it just does not get better every time you watch. It gets worse somehow. I mean, you won XU2, I guess. That's a thing. Anyway, so now he has a friend / potential molester. And so he's allowed to join the Vampire Academy. Yay! And apparently so does you too. Yay! So while Yu is unconscious and being vigorously humped, he dreams that Micah and his family and friends are alive and well, and they're smiling at him in the same spot that they had died. And Mika goes, "I'm so happy for you. You've made a friend. Now we don't have to worry anymore. You're not alone. You have a friend. Now we can cross over, go into the light, join heaven, or whatever religion we believe in. And we don't have to worry about you." And they smile and they wave and they said goodbye. But honestly, Mika, I think you should be worried and you should come back, because right now, I repeat, Yu is being humped while he is unconscious by an oblivious crybaby who has no concept of boundaries, I feel like. And I worry for Yu's safety. Please come back, Mika. Please come back. Anyways, eventually Yu wakes up and he finds out that he's able to hunt vampires alongside U2. And U2, Yu, and nature documentary girl put their arms in and they do the Three Musketeers thing, goes, "Yay! And now we're companions." And that's really the end of episode 2. I still have a lot of questions. I'm still confused. I'm enjoying it a little bit more. But you know what? We'll see where this goes. And if there is a show you want me to do this with as well, please comment down below. Comment if you like what's going on. Comments fuel me and help me continue on this journey of this weird show. So anyways, bye!